Hey, everybody. Welcome back to No Cover TV Podcast. That's right. I'm your host, Big Al. And that's right. I take that local and national music scene and I shove it in your face. You need to hear it. There's a lot of great music out there of all genres, all age groups around the world. It's amazing what I'm picking up, what I'm hearing. And I've been promoting the music since 1997, from TV to DJing to now podcast. And it amazes me. It amazes me throughout the decades, all the great music that is coming our way. And we have a terrific show for you today. And they hail out of Florida. I'm kind of jealous because I'm in Michigan and I could use some sunshine and some warmth right now, ladies and gentlemen. But use my three favorite words: support, support, support your artist. Go out and see them. Buy the tickets. Get in the door. Buy the swag. Buy their CDs, their digital downloads, their albums, posters, swag, whatever you can to support your artist out there. They're doing this because of the love in their heart for what they do and for the love of the heart of what they do to you, to put a smile on your face because they know you put up a crappy 8-10 hour day at work. They're coming to see you. Yeah. So we want to put a smile on your face. And I think all the bands out there will agree with me on that. Definitely. Please check out the No Cover TV past shows. We've had some amazing artists of all genres on, and continue to listen to No Cover TV because we got a lot of great artists coming up. We are booked all the way to June. It's amazing. It is amazing. So I'm not going to waste much time anymore. And you got to forgive me. I got a little sniffle up here in Michigan under the nose. I got to keep a handkerchief on me. But anyways, I can't wait to talk to this band. In the house today is Modern Mimes. How you doing, Adi and Ernesto?
Hey, we're doing good, man. But just to clarify one thing, it's actually Modern Mimes. But that was awesome. You put a smile on our face already.
I screwed up already. Within the 2 minutes of doing the intro, I screw up.
Listen, it's okay. It's happened to us before. It's actually printed on a T-shirt somewhere in Ohio. I promise you can't make that up.
We thought that was great. Our fan and friend bought a bunch of T-shirts, and we thought it was hilarious. We weren't mad at all. So.
Well, I'm not good sometimes with pronunciation. I went to public.
All good.
I went to public high school. Okay, give me a break. So, anyways, wow, amazing what you are doing in the music you are producing and making. I have to give you a big pat on the back to both of you.
Thank you. That means a lot, man.
Incredible
Thank you so very much.
Stuff.
We do what we do.
Yeah, you do. And wow, let me just, what I'm going to give my little description of what I see and hear is alternative rhythmic metal with a little bit of goth in there. How's that sound?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to sum up our sound.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people call us different things, and we even call ourselves different things, but you know what? Hey, at the end of the day, we're just making the music we like to make, right?
Exactly. And Adi and Ernesto, you are one hell of performers.
Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much.
Exactly. And I'm going to touch on both of this, and you know, Adi, you're one heck of a powerhouse female vocalist. Incredible.
Thank you. I just put my passion and heart into it and go out there and sing my heart out.
That's what I love to see. So before I dig into what's going on now, I want to have some fun. I like to take everybody in a time capsule. Can I pick on both of you a little bit?
Absolutely, 100%. Feel free, man. We're here all day and night.
All right. Well, ladies first. Adi. Jump on that time capsule. Let's go. All right. I want to take you back to when you were 15 years old, Adi. I want to know what you were listening to.
15. Oh, man. What was I listening to at 15? Probably like, probably like Lacuna Coil and Incubus. That was probably around the time that I met you.
Yeah. She's lying. She listened to a lot of Backstreet Boys and sing.
I was like 9 years old.
You know, she's afraid to admit it, but look, man, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I was a BSB girl. BSB. I was BSB all the way, guys.
All the way.
But yeah, 15 is when I kind of started coming into my own and discovered more the heavier sounds and rock and alternative. Well, Alanis Morissette was probably one of the first ones, and I've said this probably way too many times, but she definitely was one of the first ones that turned me on to alternative music.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she's great. So I just kind of like went into that rabbit hole, and
good deal. So, okay, you're listening to that music. Well, now, were you in choir? How did you get into the vocals? Were you in that? When did you start singing?
I started singing when I was about 4, when my parents overheard me, and they're like, "Oh, she can actually sing," and yeah, just kind of kept singing since then. And it wasn't until high school that I went into the high school choir, and that was pretty much the only background I had.
Oh.
And then I started getting into bands.
Okay. May I ask how many bands you were in before you got with Ernesto and started Modern Mimes?
So the first band I was in, I was about 15, around there, 15, yeah. And it was a band that was sounded kind of like Incubus, but with a female front.
Okay.
And we called ourselves Echnophias. And then after that, I joined a band called Meridian Sky.
Meridian Sky.
And I was them for a little while. And then, it was kind of like on and off. And then I was doing like my own solo singer-songwriter type of stuff with an acoustic guitar.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's kind of my spiel in a nutshell.
Okay. Now you mentioned acoustic guitar. You play guitar.
I do. Yes.
You do. I love it. Are you still playing and writing?
I do it to write mostly. I don't do it so much live anymore in this band, but I do come up with ideas and songs, and then I show it to Ernesto, and he's a much better guitar player than I am, so
she's lying.
I tell him
she's lying. She's full of it.
Make it better.
She's a guitar playing virtuoso. She just never lets anybody see it. That's all.
Nobody sees it.
No.
Behind closed doors and the curtains, huh?
Right, in the shower. She was in the shower.
There we go. We're going to have to record that, I think. That is great. So wasn't it like 2016 or so this started, this project?
Yeah. I want to say that's kind of when we got together and started making some stuff, just in our apartment. We had, it was just the two of us.
Sure.
And that's kind of when we said, hey, let's just start writing some stuff. Let's see where we go with this and see what happens. So, yeah, I want to say maybe mid-2016 is when we started doing this whole thing. 2016.
Now, before I jump ahead, I got to throw you on the time capsule, Ernesto, okay? Let's go back and have some fun. I want to know what you're doing at 15, brother. What are you up to? What are you listening to?
Man, 15. 15. I was doing my damnedest to try to play shows, man. I didn't. That's kind of when I started playing in bands, actually.
Really?
Maybe a little bit before that, but when I was 15, I was in a band called Septum, and we were 5 dudes. Straight out of, I think, what are we in high school, something like that, 9th, 10th grade, I can't really remember. But, man, we were doing the high school talent show thing. We were doing the, just playing in backyards and whatnot and trying to, score a club show. That was the thing back then. It was like all my friends that were in bands were playing these shows in these venues, and I'm like, all right, how do I do this? Who do I talk to? Who do I have to kill? Come on, let's get some shows.
Exactly. So did you figure out who you had to nail to get to head?
Yeah, absolutely. I figured it out back then.
Good deal. What was your first band's name?
So my first band ever, actually, didn't even have a name. We never really came up with a name. We just it was just like some neighborhood friends of mine. We got together in my garage. I had a drum set and a couple guitar amps and whatnot, and we just got together and played like Korn covers, or half Korn covers, because we only knew like half a song. So it was just that. And then, after that, I started a band and we called ourselves Demented, and we spelled it terribly wrong because I came up with it and I didn't know how to spell. So
that's great.
And it was kind of like, I guess the style would be, I guess you would call it nu metal. I guess whatever was popular back then is what we were trying to emulate.
Yeah.
And then that band ended, and then I started the band that I told you about called Septum when I was 15. That ended. I started another band called Sense of Being. Now, this band, actually, we started to get very established down here in the South Florida music scene, and we got to open up for a lot of major bands. Like, let's see, we've opened for Machine Head, we opened for Soulfly, Strapping Young Lad, Reflux, just a bunch of bigger name nationals, and that's kind of when I got the taste of it. I'm like, oh, I can actually kind of do this, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess so. Wow. So we got a lot to cover. You've been doing a lot, the both of you. Very busy, aren't you?
Yeah, man. You know, it's just music is our life, man. It's always been, and it's always going to be.
Good
deal. Relationship.
It's always with you. It's always with you. Now, did you guys have to kind of regroup back a little bit?
As far as I think you might be talking about our current situation with losing our drummer.
Yes.
Yeah, so that happened, unfortunately. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it happened.
And he decided to step down, take care of some things that he had to deal with. And, you know, we said, hey, look, we have to, you know, the show must go on.
It's all good.
So,
yeah.
All show must go on. And we're actually, we are working with somebody new that we're going to be announcing very, very soon. So we're looking forward to that.
Beautiful. Can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what you got coming up. So, all right, let's get to this right now. You just put out Roses and Ruins.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful piece. That's a masterpiece.
Oh, man, thank you. That means a lot. I really appreciate it.
I'm watching the video. I'm listening to the music, watching the video, back and forth. And I'm just set back. Who wrote the song?
So I basically wrote out the structure. I wrote the guitar parts. I wrote the melodies, and Adi comes in and writes the vocal melodies and lyrics. That's kind of what we do. We've done that for Jesus God knows how long we've been doing this.
There's only like a handful of songs that I write both, and then I show it to you, and you make it way better. But that's usually it's you come up with the music, and then I write around you.
All right.
Good deal. Good. Now, with Roses and Ruins, and of course, then there's Heavy Heart. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And you're getting tremendous views. The fans are loving you. What do you think of that?
It's great.
It's great, man.
I appreciate that so much because it's always very nerve-wracking releasing music, and especially when you're very vulnerable in the writing, as I always tend to be very vulnerable, and there's no exception here with Roses and Ruins. I feel like this is probably the most vulnerable piece yet, and the nerves definitely struck in, and I'm happy that it's been well received so far.
Great. Now, Roses and Ruins is a single you put out. Do we have a full EPLP yet?
In the works.
In the works.
Yep. We are still, writing and recording. We are hoping to release either an EP or an LP by the end of this year. So we're going to put out multiple singles, and then we're just going to hit them with an album. So
beautiful. I'm sure your fans are looking forward to that, and so am I. And can you tell our podcast listeners what platforms they may find your music and you on?
Oh man, we are everywhere. You can literally just Google Modern Mimes and we'll pop up. Most of our stuff is on our website, so you got modernmimes.com. We are on Facebook, Instagram. We got the Spotify. We got the Linktree. You can find everything on there. iTunes, Amazon, TikTok. Did I say Instagram already? Yes, I did.
Probably.
So pretty much everywhere.
Okay. May I ask, who's doing all this PR? Are you guys doing all this, or you got no?
Pretty much, but we have a tiny bit of help. But
yeah, we got a small team. We got a small team that they're diehards and they're working towards the common goal here. So we basically we're like, hey, here's the stuff. Do it. Go do it. Go get this done.
Let's do it. That's beautiful. All right. Now, there's one thing I want to talk about is merch. You got merch?
Oh yeah.
On our website.
Yep, you can find that on the website. There's a little link that says merch right there. You can buy stuff from us. You can buy it on. We have some stuff on Bandcamp as well, some music there. We will be printing some new stuff in the near future, and so look out for that, everybody.
The best way to get merch though from us is to actually come to a show, because we got stuff there that we don't have online.
Oh, nice. Now, I was looking at the giveaway you were doing with the coffin.
Yeah.
That was cool. That is a cool idea.
Thank you.
Did anybody win it yet?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I thought it was going to be me.
Hey, but you know what? We have been talking about possibly adding that to our merch collection in the near future. So there might be a chance that we might be sending you one. So.
Oh, I love it. I would display it with the rest of my stuff. Oh, I'd love that. That's just so cool. I look at that, and it's a great idea. Great concept.
Thank you. It was fun. It was fun designing it and putting it all together. So.
Oh, I bet it was. So now where we want to go here. Now let's talk about playing out. Now you've done some great stuff with some great bands out there. You like playing festivals, arenas, or clubs, smaller venues? What do you like?
We like
anywhere.
Yeah, we like it all. We like it all. It's funny because we were on tour with a band called Seventh Day Slumber, and that tour was just the cutest tour we had. And the reason why I say that
never heard
is
that.
we had actual kids, children, fans of rock and metal come out to these shows and just show their support and want to take pictures and hang out, and that was just incredible. But I gotta say this, the highlight of that tour was actually the very last show that we played. It was in Abilene, Texas, middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
And it was almost like a family gathering. It was outdoor. People were barbecuing. There was food, drinks. And again, there were young kids. And we actually had a couple of the young kids come up on stage and mess with our instruments, which was super awesome. And we've had such a blast doing that.
That's great. I love seeing the youngsters getting up and enjoying the rock and roll that we do.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. I talk to other bands, and they're out crowd surfing and stuff, and it's pretty cool. It is.
Oh, yeah.
It is and stuff like that. Now, I want to go to the video. All right, you've got great videos with Rose and Ruins and Heavy Heart. Who's doing the producing of these?
So, essentially, we are.
Well, no.
All right.
Producing them, as far as putting all the money into it, and
right.
For those two videos, those are actually both the treatments. I wrote the treatments out for both of those, and then we worked with our friend Joey Durango, who's an amazing cinematographer.
Very good.
And he edited those as well. So it's just a collaboration between us, and then I get some makeup artists on board.
Yeah,
and
it's a fun process. It really is.
It is. It is a fun process, and I want to talk about the video a little bit about Roses and Ruins. A lot of detail there, and
yes.
I love the angles and everything. Being a TV producer and stuff, I look for everything, and I loved it. Now you play a couple different characters in there. Adi or a nun. It looks like.
That's actually not me, but she does, I guess, kind of.
That's kind of
looks like. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who it is.
This was with the first video that we actually had some actors come in, and they did a great job.
Second, because we had a disqualified.
Right.
This is the first one that we really went all out and made it kind of like the highlight.
Wow.
Storyline.
Now, the character that I play, I don't know if you can tell, but I am Satan, apparently. So we can thank Adi for that.
Yeah, my day job is actually wardrobe styling and working with clothes. So I of course did the wardrobe for this.
She dressed me up as if I'm going to a fetish party, and
I did notice. I did notice you were the devil. Yes,
I was the devil.
That was a good character. That's great. That's beautiful. So now, when you're producing your music and stuff, you're going in the studio, I'm sure.
Yep. Yep.
Is it a home studio, or are you going into somebody else's studio?
Oh, we kind of
around a little bit.
Yeah, we jump around, and we've jumped around in the past. A lot of the stuff we actually do here at home, a lot of tracking and a lot of the writing, the demos and stuff like that. Then basically we work with a good friend of ours who is a great producer. His name is Christopher Stanley in Orlando. So we shoot up there from time to time. We track, we record, and then we send our stuff to get mixed. We did do a few songs in Louisiana as well at OCD Recordings, and that was a very, very nice studio, and we had a great time tracking there as well. So
beautiful. A lot of fun going into the studio. And I'm not sure, but sometimes I like to ask, did they have any analog equipment, or is it all digital?
It's mostly digital. Yeah, I haven't. And it's funny because I do enjoy the analog stuff quite a bit, and it's been a while since I get to, see any of that or work with any of that. But we've always said one day we're going to write an album, put out a record that's like a live album, very, very raw, stripped down, analog. We would definitely love to do that in the near future.
I think that would be a great thing for you, definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh, most definitely. Now, I was checking some things out, and Ernesto, is that a double neck guitar with a bass on top, 6 string below you're playing?
It sure is, my friend. It sure is.
Okay, 1 second. You're a badass motherfucker.
Oh, man, thanks, dude. I'm all right. You know what? I'm all right. I do appreciate that.
Wow, dude. When I was playing music, why the hell did I think of picking that thing up? Unbelievable.
Dude, I didn't even know that thing existed, to be honest with you. It just I just fell into my lap one day, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'm doing this. So
that is amazing. Now, have you tried to do the swing with it, throw it around?
Oh, no. Well, I have a perfectly good reason, because one of the tours that we did, I actually broke 3 different straps on stage, jumping up and down, and that was fun to end a song just on with the guitar on one of my knees. And mind you, that guitar weighs about 30 pounds.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah, so that's that was a fun time too.
Yeah. A lot of unexpected things can happen, can't they?
Oh yeah. One of the guys from the other band that we were out with, Raina Z, he came up on stage and held the guitar for Ernesto. We have some footage of that. It's pretty funny.
Held the guitar. Well, you can't let the show die. You got to make things work.
You definitely. The show must go on no matter what. Every time.
The show must go on all the time. Doesn't matter if it's 1 person or 10,000. You got to make it look good.
Exactly.
Oh, that is great. Good deal. Now, you just did Roses and Ruins. I know you got to have another one coming up. What do we got?
We do. We have should I say the name of the song?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm getting approval. I'm getting approval from upper management right now. We have a song that's going to be called Bridge to Clarity.
You almost forgot.
I almost forgot the name of the song. But I have this young lady here that to correct my brain every now and then.
Exactly.
Bridge to Clarity is coming out, I believe, sometime in April. We don't have an exact date yet, but that's going to be the follow-up to Roses and Ruins, and then possibly another, maybe 2 after that. So Look forward to that.
Okay, because I've noticed with Roses and Ruins there's a story to that.
There absolutely is. I'll let Adi go ahead and take you on that journey if you got some time.
I got time. I got time. Boy. Let's hear it.
There's a story to it. As far as I guess every aspect of it, but visually, there's definitely a lot of symbolism there. For those of you who've seen the video, I'm sure you'll pick up on some of it. But it's funny. I don't like to really delve too deep into it.
Okay.
Verbally, I feel like when I talk, I fumble things up, but I can really explain things through visuals, almost as if it was a fashion editorial.
Sure.
So I just kind of put it into the music video.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's definitely a battle, basically an inner battle and inner demons that we all have.
Hence me playing Satan.
Ernesto playing Satan.
Yeah.
And, Mother Mary, there, and the goddess, the Libra goddess of justice, kind of demonstrating the balance between the two of them.
Okay.
The good and the evil, and trying to, stay centered. And kind of like in this particular moment in my life personally, I feel very uncentered, and it's kind of like that the demon kind of taking over. And in the end of the video, there we see lights out.
Yeah, that's cool. So now with Bridge to Clarity, are we kind of just going off Roses and Ruins into the next chapter of the story?
Kind of. And it's funny, I'm glad that you picked up on that, because this has been kind of a goal of mine visually, of having an actual story, almost like a movie, with each video kind of jumping off from the next one. And I feel like it never gets executed that way. But I'm glad that you picked up on that. So yeah, it kind of just picks up where the other one leaves off.
I don't think I'm the only one that picked up on it, because you got 30,000 fans that picked up on it.
That's good.
So I think people are reading the story just well. You're doing a great job. Great job. Oh my goodness. I got to see you live.
Yes, we would love to have you.
Oh, I love it. And the worst part is I'll probably jump on stage.
Come right ahead.
Please do. I think that would make for a killer show. You jump on stage. Maybe we'll dress you up as Satan too. I think that would be fantastic.
Oh, I make a good Satan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't give me a guitar, because I don't want to start. Oh boy. I notice you're getting a lot of play, a lot of releases, a lot of people talking about you. You doing a lot of press, radio, podcasts, things like that?
Yeah, man. That's just we love doing this kind of stuff, dude. Yeah, it definitely. It makes us feel good when people are interested, and like Adi said, people are getting the message and they're seeing the visuals, and they're basically just interested in diving deep into the band and the lyrics and the every part of it. You know what I mean? So that's part of the goal here with what we produce as far as our art, and our music.
Nice. Oh, good deal. I mean, because you're all over the world. Your analytics. What's the biggest country listening to you?
Here,
and then I think Brazil is a close second, actually, and we've never been, so that might be.
I think Canada's the second.
Canada, we got one. Yeah, we got Canada as well, and I got to get a passport, because we need to get the hell out of the U.S. for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Well, you guys head to Europe, you're going to kick ass. You know that.
Oh man, that's what we aim for, dude. We can't wait.
They're not going to let you come back home. They're not going to.
No, yeah, right.
No, they won't. No. Oh my goodness. So, I got some fun questions I'd like to ask you. All right.
Please.
Sure. All right. Now, you played with some terrific bands and musicians and stuff, but there's got to be somebody out there that both of you would like to step stage on with. Who might that be?
Should I answer this one? Because I keep saying that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
He's going to answer that.
So I have this weird premonition that we're going to play with Seven Dust, or a manifestation of sorts. So
Seven Dust. All right.
I don't know why, but I just feel like it's going to happen.
Yeah, man. Seven Dust is probably my all-time favorite band. And I've seen them at least 15, 20 times. Oh. And my old band has played with them before at a festival, and it was freaking incredible. So that would definitely be the number one choice right there. A close second for us, then unfortunately it's not going to happen because the singer is no longer with us. It would be Typo Negative. I think that would be a phenomenal band to tour with, or even just play a show.
9 Inch Nails.
And 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, yeah.
9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails, Seven Dust. Wow. I don't see why that can't happen. No.
I think it's possible. We just need to know who to kill, basically.
Well, let me do some hunting.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll hire you.
You never know what's going to come around. Definitely what door you're going to open up. And through your journeys, isn't it kind of amazing the doors that open up? You just never knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of never know what's going to happen. You just kind of hope for the best. Hope for the best, man. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Exactly. And I'm sure through your journey, you have run into some of those individuals that were the worst.
Oh, well, yes, we sure have.
Yes,
it's been 2023 was one hell of a year of that exact same thing. But you know what? This is a new year, and we're pushing forward, and
Good.
Being optimistic and staying positive, my friend.
There you go. That's what I want to hear. Good deal. Great question I got right here. Okay. let's see, I want to put you on the big stage. Okay, imagine you're on the big stage with the big bands. You're getting on stage, getting geared up. You hit your first notes. The song starts playing. How do you start singing? That crowd starts moving, starts surfing, starts singing. It's got to hit you in your heart. How does it make your hearts feel?
It's
it makes you melt, really.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When they actually know the songs and they start singing it back to you, I mean, that's the best feeling in the world. I don't think that there's anything that really kind of tops that for me personally.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think that's definitely it melts you. You know what I mean? It's almost you try to hold back tears sometimes when you're on stage. I got to from a personal perspective, but yes, it's definitely the greatest feeling.
It is, and you, honestly, you never forget each and every one of those. You take them with you.
Don't. You definitely don't. Absolutely.
No, I love those memories. I really do. I really do. The great people out there. All right, another one for you here. Let's see. Anywhere in the world, we're going to travel around the world. Think hard on this. What stage would you like to perform on that you haven't?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
First one that comes to my head is Red Rocks.
Yes.
Red Rocks. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes, it is.
That one.
That's a good one. For me, it would probably have to be Madison Square Garden.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That's definitely one. Red Rocks and Madison. I know you said all over the world, but just those two just come up right away. You know what I mean? I think that would be phenomenal.
They're powerhouse arenas. I've been to Red Rock, and you guys would knock the rocks right over.
Thanks, man.
It's an amazing stadium, and of course, to go to Madison Square Garden is unbelievable to do that. So we're putting that down on the bucket list too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. I see you're coming up, and what do you got coming up as far as this summer tours and stuff, festivals? What do you got going on?
We are playing a festival in Oklahoma called Rock the River. We got that one, and we have Monster Hall in Unity, Wisconsin, which we played last year, and we had an absolute blast. We do actually have a tour being booked around those two festivals, and that tour will be announced pretty soon. We also have our first show of 2024 coming up next month in Orlando. So we're going to actually debut our new drummer at that one. Nice. And just, stuff being worked out, hopefully by next year we'll be touring with Seven Dust.
That's going to be great. That would be great. Oh, now you're just going to bring in a drummer now. Are you covering the bass and guitar all the way, Ernesto?
Oh, I sure am, my friend.
Oh, my goodness. You were blowing it up full sound all the way. I couldn't tell until I double take and thinking, wait a minute. That is amazing, my friend. Whoa.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Okay. You doing any collaborations with any other bands or artists?
Not at the moment. We've always talked about it, and it's just trying to find the time to get it done. And everybody has their schedule and stuff like that. We definitely would like to,
Especially when the time's right and when the song's right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people are doing collabs for the sake of, getting their fans to listen to the other band and vice versa. It's like I don't want to do a collab just for marketing purposes. It would have to be something that I felt was like, oh, I hear this person on the track or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, you know what? Now that reminds me, we did do a collaboration with DJ FM out of, I believe, North Carolina. And he did a remix, reimagining of Heavy Heart, kind of an industrial electronic track. So if you haven't seen or heard that, go check it out. It's all over YouTube. And that was a really cool collaboration.
Oh, that's pretty cool they did that. Neat.
Oh, yeah.
Really
It
cool.
came out great.
All right. How about this? You've been doing it. Any memorable moments that stand out, that really stands out?
Ooh, that's a good one. We have quite a few. Personally for me, so we did a Typo Negative cover, right? And we weren't expecting anything. We were just expecting to put it out, have fun with it. We did a little video for it. We were gonna, possibly market it and promote it a little bit. I send it off to our manager at the time, and he sends it off to the guitar player of Typo Negative, and the guitar player of Typo Negative leaked the song and the video on his Facebook page and on the Typo Negative page.
Oops.
And we were, I'll never forget it. I was like,
he praised it,
and that's what meant the most. Is he said, "Hey, Peter Steele would have loved this cover," and I just I freaked out. I ran around my house in my underwear screaming.
I was just thinking I'd have been doing the same thing. Wow, that is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
To have him do that, post that, and say that.
Oh yeah, he definitely ruffled some feathers with the fans though, because he's like, "This is better than our version," and the fans went off.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good.
Oh, they sure did. I think we even got a death threat.
Yeah, we did. They like went as far as to go on our page and like threaten us, like,
"Oh no,
you kill yourself." Like, man, I feel bad for you. What happened in your life?
I thought it was awesome. I loved it. I was like, hell yeah.
Negative comments are sometimes the best ones. They draw more attention.
Absolutely.
Like, keep going.
That is something else. Somebody got pissed off. Wow. People get a life.
Exactly.
Oh, geez, a lot more things to get pissed off in the world about than music.
Right.
100%.
Oh, jeez. Okay, now this is a fun question right here. And I know it's had to happen to one of you or both of you. I can't even stop laughing because I know my answers are. Embarrassing moments that might have happened on stage. You trip over a chord, microphone slap you in the face, fall on the drums. Will anything happen?
Oh, all of those.
All of them, yes.
Oh my God. we can start a Netflix series on
the
that.
Ohio show.
Oh, that's great. I want to hear them all.
So let's talk about one in particular. We played it was somewhat of an all-day festival thing. Drowning Pool was the headliner, and
middle of nowhere.
It was the middle of nowhere. It was the beginning of winter somewhere. It was the windiest day on the planet in the history of the world.
Okay.
And we go on stage. The wind is blowing so hard that it blew over mic stands. It blew over our drummer's cymbal stand.
Multiple times.
And I'm talking throughout the show. We've had a 35-minute set of just wind destroying, just kicking our asses on stage.
The wind was so intense that I felt it was difficult to breathe, let alone sing.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
goodness.
That's too much. Anything else happened that might have been crazy?
Well, let's see. One of our stage scrims fell down and made a louder noise than the music that we were playing. That was kind of hilarious. Let's see. Me breaking the strap was was one of those embarrassing kind of moments. We haven't fallen yet, so that's yet to happen. That's going to happen probably next year at some point.
Well, I don't know if you and Justin regret anything that happened on the Comedy Christ tour that we were on, but these guys at the end of the tour ran out in their underwears and they were pretty.
Oh yes, we did. That wasn't Comedy Christ. That was when we were on tour with Artifice.
Oh no, that's Artifice. My bad.
I put bunny ears on. I stripped down into my socks and underwear, and so did our drummer. And we just went on stage and just paraded around like a bunch of crazies.
Why not? You're rock stars. Do what you want. It's funny how what we can get away with on stage sometimes.
That might be a little dangerous.
Yeah, sometimes. That's what security's for.
Exactly. To get yoked out of the club. As long as I do it after we play, we're fine.
Oh, that's beautiful. Why can't I get this image out of my head?
Oh, no.
That's bad. Right. Okay. Question I want to ask. You're hard-hitting players. I'm sure the shows you do are just intense. So when you're done doing your show and you're walking off stage, how long does it take you two to unwind?
I mean, honestly, it probably takes longer than we show, but since usually we're running around just us, and sometimes if we're lucky, one person helping. But usually I take about 5 minutes, and then I run to Birch, and then these guys, he'll probably be loading up gear,
Okay.
Yeah, it takes quite some time just because we do so much. I mean, we put on the show, and then I always have to have all my gear in front of me, everybody's stuff. I don't want to lose anything. I don't want to leave anything behind.
No.
It has happened before, but you know what? I think we've done pretty well with that. So unwinding after a show probably takes me like a good solid hour or two, you know?
Okay, well, that's not too bad. Because, you know,
gotta go to merch.
You got in the merch. That's amazing. Amazing. Sounds like you got a great street team and PR team, everybody helping you out.
Yeah, and everybody that we work with that likes to work with us, man, we couldn't appreciate it more, man, and they're awesome, and we're blessed to have them.
Great, that's beautiful. Now, with that new song coming out, Bridge to Clarity, do we already have a concept for that video?
We do.
The video is actually already shot and everything, and we're just kind of waiting to finalize everything and just basically put it out.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it's all set to go. I want to see it now.
Yep.
Wow, maybe we'll send you a little preview if you want to see it before anybody.
I'd like to do that. I really would. Ooh, that's cool. That's real cool, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know, you two are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, and I see nothing but great things happening for you. And I don't see why not. Seven Dust isn't going to let you open up for them.
Man, it's a dream, man, and you know, that's what we're doing here. We're pursuing dreams. So if that can happen, man, that would be incredible.
Well, you've already made most of your dreams come true. They can. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, what does the future in the next 5 years look like for you? Well, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing?
Just kicking ass, dude. Kicking ass, taking names, freaking touring the world, you know, hopefully making some money with it.
What's that, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. Money? Where did that come from? What are you talking about?
Or they print that or something? You need a new guitar, don't you, Ernesto?
I need 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Man,
you could use another double neck though.
I could use another double neck.
Oh, Ernesto, how many guitars you got?
Well, if I could just look around the room, let's see. I got 1, I got 2, 3. I got 3 here, and then I have a couple that I actually keep at my parents' house. My dad's a guitar player as well, so he's got a couple of mine. And what do I got? Maybe 5, 6 in total.
5, 6.
I guess. Let's double that because the double neck is technically 2.
There you go.
We have
Right.
7 currently in this room, which don't fit very well.
No.
Man, I want to ask you: do you have the first guitar you ever played with still?
Actually, yes.
You do?
So does she.
Yeah.
What was it? What is it?
Mine's a Jackson.
Yours is Jackson.
Yeah.
What's
And
it?
mine was a BC Rich, what's it called? The Warlock. You know,
The
lightning
Warlock.
bolt
Ah,
thing. Yep.
yes. The Warlock. Oh, my goodness.
The best $175 I ever spent.
That's beautiful. Mine was $72.
Nice.
That was in 77.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, yes. I have it hanging right here. That's a Circle K. Oh, my. Gosh. Oh, man. Those were the days back then. Unbelievable. So, modern, say it again, Mimes?
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, I did it. Modern Mimes.
Got
Break their modern Mimes. I'm going to pronunciate that. Just break their minds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the podcast land. I hope you're on the platforms checking out Modern Mimes and their music. Go to YouTube. Definitely check out Roses and Ruins and Heavy Heart. Beautiful videos. Beautiful.
Thank you, man.
And I continue kicking ass, please.
We will do our best.
And I
That's
wanna-
all we do.
Yeah. And I want to have you back on the podcast possibly 6 months or a year or so. I want to see where you're at. What's going on?
Dude, we'd love to.
that'd
We'd
be
love
great.
to, absolutely. Keep in touch. And I don't know if I told you, but we really appreciate you having us, man. It's been a blast, dude.
I appreciate it. I wish I had more time for it, but we're running on for almost 44 minutes. I don't want the thing to start smoking, so we're going to start wrapping it up here. So everybody on podcast land, I appreciate you checking out the No Cover TV podcast, where we get that great music out there to you, and I get into the artists' heads. It's up to you to check out their music, which I know you're doing, and please do it. You don't want me to come through the phone and make you. you. You don't. No.
Do it.
I've kicked many butts back in my day, and I don't want to continue. So this is your show, Adi and Ernesto. How you want to end it? People you want to shout out to, bitch to? What do you want? It's your show.
Oh, we would love to bitch everybody up. But we're not gonna do that, man. We're just gonna end it with go check out Roses and Ruins. Go check out Heavy Heart. Check out our website modernmimes.com. We are everywhere: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all that fun stuff. Come check us out live. We'll have some tour dates coming up soon, and just keep on rocking.
Beautiful. Modern Mimes is in the house. Adi and Ernesto, thank you very much for your time today. All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm gonna get this posted to the platform so everybody in the world can check out your interview and your music. Great stuff.
Rocking.
Great stuff. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Okay.
All right, bud.
You have a great day. I'll talk to you soon, everybody. Podcast land. Thank you so much, Big Al, and of course,
Later.
Peace. We'll see you. Bye bye.